Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Firstly, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your understanding about the postponement. It was a really nerve-wracking decision for us all to make, but we've had such an overwhelmingly positive response to this, and many of you great selves have been saying that you're more determined than ever to make sure that things are lined up for the 21st, that you've got your corporate partners such as Contact Electric or Johnson and Johnson or Novartis, and they're all lined up ready to go on the 21st. You're telling me that you've got your supporters and your staff and volunteers are all ready to post their social media posts on the 21st, and we thank you for that. That's really great to hear. Now, as you know, one of the main reasons why we had to delay was in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement, and that was a really important thing to do, and it was the right decision. But then one of the questions that came from the New Zealand team was, is there a possibility of this happening again? If we get to the 21st and there's another large world event, does that mean we have to postpone again? And we thought really hard about that. We really need to make sure that we don't postpone the campaign again. We're going for the 21st. So what we've done is we've put some plans in place to make sure that that absolutely doesn't happen. We know that there is a danger with the current campaign name that if there was another very significant world event and that happened on the 21st or in the days following, that again there would be an uncomfortable jarring of messages, and it might cause a delay on the campaign or just slow the campaign down quite significantly. Now, the idea of raising funds for people affected by coronavirus, and that is a huge number of people, and there are a huge number of charities that are doing an enormous amount of good work here. It should never be the case that you feel uncomfortable or unsure about donating to such a wonderful cause. So there's something that we have to tweak here. We want to make sure that if people want to donate to this cause, that they feel great about it, that they know they've made the right decision. The other element involved in this campaign is that the need for a slight pivot is because of the lockdown lifting. Now, when we were first doing the insight for this, we knew that people were dressing up for Zoom calls and virtual house parties, and this is just not the case anymore. The world is moving ahead really quickly, day by day. People are starting to enjoy new freedoms and new priorities. So we're just going to make a slight pivot on the campaign name. Everything else about the campaign will stay the same. We're still going to share the heart, we're still going to donate, and we're still going to nominate. But there's a slight change to the campaign name, and Aruna's going to explain that.
Introducing Share the Love. Our logo remains the heart, very much synonymous with love, and at the heart of our campaign. We've updated it and refined it so that it reflects the more viral and social nature of our campaign, and can be used a bit more like an emoji or a sticker. Our typeface hasn't changed, and so provides consistency and is the glue that binds our other elements together. Our colours by and large are the same, but we've made them brighter and bolder. So together, Share the Love is more positive, hopeful and inspiring campaign, and the look and feel around that reflects that. Now, in terms of how our visual assets will look, they're very much the same. Of course, the logo has been evolved and changed and now interacts with our people imagery. But again, we've got block colour and images, so that there is synergy between what we had with Glam Up and Give and what we have now. We've also introduced this really lovely grid structure, and this shows the reach and breadth that the campaign has already had, and how much further we've got to go, and how many more people will come on board. And we've kind of showed this through the main landing page and what the different fundraising platforms could possibly look like. So again, showing how far the campaign has already spread and how much more it will do so. All the assets should be up, or most of them will be up by Friday. So come back and have a look then, and have fun with them. Thank you very much.
Very quickly wanted to run you through the testing that we've conducted into the change of direction. So 3 campaign ideas into testing. They were Glam Up and Give, so we wanted to retain that as an idea. Share the Love and We Love. If a good friend nominated you to do Share the Love on Facebook, 71% of people said they would definitely or maybe do it. So sort of 71% positive affirmation. If a good friend nominated you to do Glam Up and Give on Facebook, 64% would definitely do or maybe do this. So a little bit of a gap between Glam Up and Give and Share the Love. There was a clear preference for Share the Love, and Glam Up and Give was second. However, the next question gave us more insight and a clearer direction. So when we asked people to rank the ideas in order of preference, there was strong preference for Share the Love. So 62% of respondents preferred Share the Love. Only 20% first preference was We Love, and only 16% first preference was Glam Up and Give. So a really strong preference for Share the Love there. And in the free text answers as well, there was some very interesting evidence in that. So people said Share the Love speaks for itself. It says that it's a better option to show the love right now. It sounds better for the struggles of our time, and it seems the most positive and also like the least high pressure. So one of the things we're worried about with Glam Up and Give is that there is a kind of pressure to look your best. With Share the Love, the campaign action is much simpler. So some very interesting ideas in the free text as well. We found a strong preference for Share the Love, which is why we're proposing to move forward with that campaign from now.
So in terms of the messaging and communications, it's very much an evolution rather than a revolution. It's a response to what are incredibly fast-changing social conditions and changes in the way people are behaving in response to those conditions. So rather than asking people to glam up, we're asking them now simply to make a heart with their hands and share the love. We've dropped the phrase vulnerable people, which was much more relevant earlier on in the coronavirus crisis. We're including every single charity name within each country in the social media posts, which will help give people a much clearer sense of why they're donating, what the causes are involved. It's a much more simplified mechanic. Make a heart, post your photo, donate and nominate. So it's a lower barrier to entry in terms of no longer having to glam up, but it's also a much speedier process as well, which we hope will invoke greater engagement. And of course, we're updating the hashtag to #ShareTheLove. We're also providing you with a whole new set of assets. So we will update the donation platform pages and campaign web pages. We're providing you with an updated set of emails for your staff and volunteers and corporate partners, as well as an updated set of visual assets, which all of which will explain, in a nutshell, a lot of what this presentation is explaining. And so we hope this will give all your partners, volunteers and staff more time to prepare, and also give them a much more timeless and resonant message, which we hope they'll really get on board with and really engage with.
I just wanted to share some thoughts on celebs and influencers and Share the Love campaign. We're aware that celebs will be inundated to support campaigns and appeals across the world at the moment, and also they're looking to strike the right tone of voice whenever they get involved in anything. So to partner with their existing charities at this time may make more sense and hopefully be a bit more of an easier ask for you. The ask to you is the same, just to reach out to one, perhaps two of your most committed supporters who you think will share the love and get behind the campaign. Once they're nominated, all they need to do is nominate their famous friends, and hopefully the chain will just explode across social as they've got massive reach. To nominate them, you could either use somebody who has used your services, if that's feasible, or otherwise get someone from your organisation to nominate them. I know some people have a Volunteers Week coming up, some people have just had Volunteers Week, and celebs are, in effect, just amazing volunteers. So perhaps use that, get someone from your organisation, the chief exec, a member of staff, one of the other volunteers, just to nominate them and get that chain started. But essentially the ask is still the same. Reach out to one, perhaps two of your most influential and committed supporters and get them to share the love on social.
Share the love is a positive message the media is looking for right now. The Black Lives Matter movement is seeing everyone from celebrities, influencers, parents and the young join marches across the globe and use their platform to lend their voice and influence to help in the fight against racial inequality. This outpouring of love and togetherness from all races, genders and sexual orientation has shown the world a powerful message confirming the need for change and reform. Everyone is looking to do their part, and Share the Love is a simple campaign that unites us all in the support of those affected by the coronavirus. Regardless of where your country is in the lockdown process, now everyone can get behind it. Share the love and give another clear message of the power of love over hate.
So what does this mean to the existing Glam Up and Give posts that are already out there? Well, people can, if they wish, if they want to, they can use those exact same images and just repost them with the new messaging. There's no need to donate again. It's just to help, spread the word on the new campaign. But anything you've done already, that all counts towards your 1,000 posts. And then going forwards with all the posts that you haven't yet got out there, if you can flip to the new messaging, that would be wonderful. The Glam Up and Give donation pages will remain open or will be transferred into the new URLs for the donation pages. But either way, those existing URLs will continue. And if any of those old posts out there continue to collect money, that's great. You'll receive the money anyway. In terms of conversations with celebrities or corporates, for those you've already engaged, it's just a case of asking them to change the message. And for those that you're yet to contact, they're on the radar, if you can just give them the new message and we'll provide you everything you need, including a brand film, a JPEG of all of the charity partners, everything you need to make that conversation as smooth as possible. In terms of the timelines, so we've moved the campaign from the 7th to the 21st, so we all know that. So from today we're telling all of our charity partners that we're switching the new message to the Share the Love campaign. We are preparing all of those assets and everything you need right now, and we expect all of those to be ready by Friday. That includes the website, all of the social media assets, all of the donation pages, so we can be ready to go on Friday. So if you can just hold for a couple of days just until we get all of the new materials ready, that would be wonderful.
We know many of you are facing massive financial disruptions right now. Your normal fundraising events like walks, runs, races, or even galas simply are not possible right now. We want you to know that we're here with you. We can remind the world to show compassion to those who need help right now by simply taking a photo and giving a donation. Together, we can share the love in our own creative ways.
The only other thing left to say is that we're so excited. We're so excited for this launch. It's going to be wonderful. It really is. The scale of this is enormous. We just can't wait to see what happens after the 21st. We realise it's going to, need a little bit of time for it to snowball, but we think with all of these charity partners, with all the corporates, with all the celebrities and influencers, with all of your staff and volunteers, with all the people who support your charities behind it, this campaign is going to do some wonderful things. We're going to be raising a lot of money and we're going to be sharing the love. I just can't wait. Thanks so much.
So many things are uncertain right now, and we don't know what tomorrow will bring. Everywhere around the world, people have been deeply impacted by the coronavirus crisis, and despite lockdown restrictions easing in some countries, many will continue to struggle for a long time to come. The power of many can be an incredible force for good. All of our voices, and all of your voices together, will have such a big impact in raising awareness and spreading some much-needed love. We are proud to partner together to collectively spread messages of positivity and love and help support our fellow children and women and men across the globe.
Right, so what do you want me to do?
Can you watch the kids?
Sure.